Welcome back. You're tuned into round one action in TVJ's Junior Schools Challenge Quiz. The scores are Knox Junior School on 4 and Port Antonio Primary on 0. It's now time for the Junior Challenge Face-Off, which covers math, science, English language, and social studies. Face-Off 1 is in the category of mathematics, so we begin with Captain Tarika K. Powell from Knox up against Captain Gabrielle Mackenzie from Port Antonio. Tarika K., what is 2 3/4 minus 1/8 as a mixed number in its lowest terms?
Two and 7/8.
Incorrect. Would you like to try, Gabrielle?
No, thank you.
2 5/8. Tarika K., what is the median of 4, 5, 7, 9, and 7?
7.
Correct. What is the area of a triangle with a base of 7 centimeters and a height of 24 centimeters? Would you like to try, Gabrielle?
No, thank you.
It's 84 centimeters squared. Tarika K., a boy took 6 hours to read 240 pages. At the same rate, how many pages will he read in 5 hours?
48 pages.
Incorrect. Would you like to try, Gabrielle?
Yes, Miss, 180 pages.
Incorrect. It's 200 pages. And back to you, Tarika K. Is an angle of 104 degrees acute, obtuse, or reflex?
Obtuse.
Correct. Your questions now, Gabrielle. What is 2 5/9 minus 1/3 as a mixed number in its lowest terms? Would you like to try, Tarika K.?
Yes, Miss. 2 and 2/9.
That is correct. Gabrielle, what is the mean of 8, 12, and 13?
Um, 11.
Correct. What is the area of a triangle with a base of 9 centimeters and a height of 26 centimeters?
Um, 17.
Incorrect. Question passes to Tarika K. Would you like to try?
No, thank you, Miss.
117 centimeters squared. Gabrielle, in 8 hours, it took 9 men to complete a task. How long would it take 12 men to complete the same task? Question passes to Tarika K. Would you like to try?
No, thank you, Miss.
6 hours. And your final question, Gabrielle, is an angle of 89 degrees acute, obtuse, or reflex?
Reflex.
Incorrect. Would you like to try, Tarika K.?
Yes, Miss. Acute.
That is correct. We move on to the science face-off, and this is between John Mark Lambert of Knox and Rikayla Walker of Port Antonio. John Mark, what is the more popular name for the tympanic membrane in humans?
The eardrum.
Correct. What is the name for organisms which form the beginning of all food chains?
Producers.
Correct. A fork is an example of what type of simple machine?
A wedge.
Correct. What is the name for animals which feed on plants?
Herbivores.
Correct. And what is the name for the outer layer of the earth?
The crust.
5 for 5 for John Mark. Rikayla, your questions. What is the collective name for the 3 small bones in the human's middle ear? Would you like to try, John Mark?
The ossicles.
Correct. Rikayla, back to you. What is the name for organisms that feed on others below them in a food chain?
Carnivores.
Judges? Incorrect. Would you like to try John Mark?
No, thank you.
It's consumers. A bottle opener, Rikayla, is an example of what type of simple machine? Would you like to try John Mark?
A lever.
Correct. Rikayla, what is the name for animals which can eat both meat and plants?
Omnivores.
Correct. And what is the name of the hot molten rock which originates from the Earth's mantle? Would you like to try John Mark?
Lava.
Incorrect. It's magma. That's the end of the science face-off. We move on to English language, and it's Micron Campbell from Knox up against Janae Bryan from Port Antonio. Micron, spell necessary.
Necessary. Necessary.
Correct. Correct the error in this sentence. Neither of the boys have been to school.
Neither should be either.
Incorrect. Would you like to try, Janae?
No, thank you.
Have should be has. Micron, identify the words in the following sentence that must be in capital letters. Mother went to the market in Clarendon last Saturday.
Mother, Clarendon, and Saturday.
Correct. Give a 6-letter word starting with O, which is the opposite of transparent.
Opaque.
Correct. And does the word sparse, S-P-A-R-S-E, does it mean plentiful, few and scattered, or lost?
Lost.
Incorrect. Would you like to try, Janae?
Yes, thank you. Few and scattered.
That is correct. Now your questions, Janae. Spell pronunciation. Question passes to Micron. Would you like to try?
Pronunciation. Pronunciation.
That is correct. Back to you, Janae. Correct the error in this sentence. Him and his brother went to church. Would you like to try, Micron?
No, thank you, miss.
Him should be he. Janae, identify the words in the following sentence that must be in capital letters. My father spent his vacation in Germany last summer.
My Germany and summer.
Incorrect. Would you like to try, Micron?
No, thank you, miss.
My and Germany. Janae, give a 7-letter word starting with R, which is a synonym for ask.
Request.
Correct. And does the word vague, V-A-G-U-E, mean clear, wise, or unclear?
Unclear.
That is correct. We move on to the final face-off in social studies between O'Shane Tyndale from Knox and Kyle Hamilton from Port Antonio. O'Shane, which country is located to the west of Haiti and to the south of Cuba?
Jamaica.
Correct. Which parish or which Jamaican parish is known as the Garden Parish?
St. Anne.
Correct. What was the name of the trade route between the Caribbean, Europe, and Africa in the 17th century?
Triangular trade.
Correct. What is the capital of Mexico?
Mexico City.
Correct. Frondell Stewart is a former prime minister of which Caribbean country?
Pass.
Would you like to try, Kyle?
No, thank you.
It's Barbados. Your questions now, Kyle. Jamaica is surrounded by which body of water?
The Caribbean Ocean.
Incorrect. Would you like to try, O'Shane?
Caribbean Sea.
That is correct. Kyle, which parish borders Trelawney to the west in Jamaica?
St. James.
Correct. What was the name of the route from West Africa to the Caribbean and the Americas which the enslaved Africans endured?
The Middle Passage.
Correct. And what is the capital of Guyana?
Pass.
Would you like to try, O'Shane?
No, thank you.
It's Georgetown. Final question for you, Kyle. Eugenia Charles is a former prime minister of which Caribbean country?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Incorrect. Would you like to try, O'Shane?
No, thank you.
That would be Dominica. And at the end of our face-off, we
Good
have
job, guys.
Knox Junior School on 23 and Port Antonio Primary on 6. Stay tuned. The final challenge will determine our winners right after this break.